will be speaking, has been chosen at the last minute to give this speech. And he felt inspired, but was a little anxious, but he's still committed. That's what you do when you're a Toastmasters. So he's delivering an off-the-cuff speech entitled, Against the Odds. Please welcome CC, CL, TM, Lonnie, Fowler. Okay.
The doctor walks in the room and tells you, you have 10% chance to survive. Good morning, Toastmasters. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. What would you do if you heard those words? From the doctor. Or what would you do if you heard those words to all those parents out there, to your child? Well, 25 years ago, 16 years old, I heard those words spoken to me. What transpired before the Genesis was in 1996. I was diagnosed with AML leukemia. Many rounds of chemo. I thought I was in the clear. I was doing well, my health was improving until I heard the dreaded words, you relapsed. It's pretty scary for me, my family. We had options. One of those was a bone marrow transplant. None of my family members matched, so they actually found an unrelated donor. What happened after was a battle of my life. The first 6 weeks after hearing the dreaded words of my odds of surviving went pretty well, actually. My body was gradually improving. I was in the hospital for at least 30 days. The doctors released me. And it was a pretty positive outlook until my body took a turn for the worst. Imagine me, I'm the same height as I was back then. Imagine me being half of who I am. I was under 100 pounds. It was a very dark time. I knew at that moment I could either get busy living or get busy dying. If those of you ever seen Shawshank Redemption. It starts all up here, because I knew the moment if I had any negative mindset, it could be the end of me. So the doctors were still a little perplexed until slowly and gradually my body started to improve. They didn't know why. They didn't know how. But I was getting even fed food through a bag. I couldn't really keep much down, but that was also helping. Another thing that helped me through the process was my grandmother. She was a Christian. I'll never forget her reading Bible verses to me to keep my mindset positive in the best way, especially when the light was dim and I needed more of that brightness in my life. My own mother inspired me. Never give up. That's what kept me going during that time. Just imagine, what keeps you going in times like that? What would you do in those circumstances? I just knew that was what worked for me. By the end of that year, my health was improved even more. I still won't ever forget, I got chicken pox for the second or third time that year, but other than that, the road was looking amazing ahead. I registered back for school as a junior. It was a new school, in fact. I've lost friends in that process, but I gained new ones. My life was on its way to even something more amazing. I found out in 1998, I got to reach out to my donor. I found out he was in his 40s and lived in Idaho. And I told myself, I want to meet the guy that saved my life. 5 years ago, I actually did. Planned a trip with me and my wife. Went out to Idaho. It was quite touching. His wife worked at a winery. We enjoyed amazing food, great times, stories. Even had sake together at a Japanese steakhouse. We said, sake, sake, sake. I was forever grateful for the unselfish act that he decided that day. Also, forever blessed that I even joined this club to even give my story. Winter Park Toastmasters was one of the greatest things to happen to me in my life lately. Adopting my daughter in 2018, I wasn't able to have kids, but God graced me with a wonderful daughter. One thing I will tell you, no matter what life throws at you, no matter the lemons, make some damn good lemonade. Mm-hmm. Don't ever have anyone tell you what you can or can't do, or that, hey, you may die. Well, I'm here 25 years later to tell you I'm here and alive to tell my story and inspire you guys to never give up. Thank you, Toastmasters. Woo!